Hi everybody, I hope you're all doing well today. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day so far, and I hope you guys are having a bit of a chill one as well. Anyways, let's get some stuff out of the way. Obviously, check out my manga series volumes 1 to 5 on Amazon Kindle and Google Play as ebooks, and also check it out on print link on Mixam. All my links are on my Instagram, on my Linktree, all under Vamp the Lost Soul. Talking about links and social medias, I am on all other social medias other than Twitch as well. I'm on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, or now X, Blue Sky. I'm pretty much everywhere. Just type in Vamp the Lost Soul. If you find any of my artworks, you know I am there. Just a little announcement. Just obviously the entries for the fan art contest is closed. I do think we have one more entry, but they couldn't upload due to internet issues, so I'm kind of going to give them a little leeway on that one, just to help them out a little bit. Anyways, guys, I think that is all for the announcements, apart from our Anime Con UK in Birmingham in June. Yeah, and all that fun stuff. And obviously, we got the giveaway on the 13th, and that's when we're going to be announcing the winner of the art contest as well. So anyways, guys, let's get on with today's stream. I will be doing some Volume 1 revamp today, so let's get on. Hello, my little tea cultists. How you all doing today? I hope you guys are, like I say, looking after yourselves and all that fun stuff. Yeah. So I had a bit of a exciting evening yesterday while I was practicing my bits for the Masons. I fainted and my face got in a fight with a chair and my face lost. So yeah, that was a little interesting. I'm not going to lie. That hasn't happened in 2 years, roughly. Last time was at my mother-in-law's, and my face had a fight with the bathroom wall, and apparently my head won that one because I cracked it. Yeah, it's still there to this day, isn't it? Yeah, 4 years ago, sorry. 4 years, not for 2 years. I thought it was like 2, but it was 4. Yeah, the crack is still there. I made my mark in your mum's house. Oh, God, no. No marble was harmed in that fall. The chair was, though. Well, my face was to the chair. But all jokes aside, I hope you're all doing well today. Just a little TLDR, obviously. The point of me talking about that is make sure you stay hydrated and, you know, look after yourselves and all that. It is nothing worse than you just kind of just conk out of nowhere. So just wanted to make sure, you know, a little TLDR, you know, you use that. Don't do what I do. Because admittedly, I was quite a bit dehydrated and all that fun stuff. So this is why I'm going to be drinking water instead of tea today. So to keep myself hydrated. And I'll just make my wet lap. So, you know, but yeah, so I'm going to keep myself a bit more hydrated tonight. Just making sure that won't happen again. I was obviously overheated as well. So, you know, so yeah, just thought, well, it was a little, well, I wouldn't say fun story to say for myself, but you can have a little giggle at me, and if you want to see the little mark on my face, I could show it. You know, I could take a photo of it for Discord. You can see my my war wound, my war wound from the fall. But yeah, other than that, but like if you are worried, do not worry. I am absolutely fine. I am gonna get checked up soon enough. So yeah, other than that, obviously, you know, other than that, like I say, guys, how are you all doing today? I hope you guys are doing well so far. And like I say, I hope you are looking after yourselves. Just make sure to obviously always keep hydrated, drink lots of water. I know people say, well, you're drinking tea. It's like, yeah, but I even have to admit, like, tea and coffee and stuff like that does dehydrate you. So, you know, you sadly, tea's not the beverage of choice, if you know what I mean. So right now I'm choosing to sort of, you know, keep myself hydrated properly and make sure so that doesn't happen again. Right, that doesn't help. There we go, vector rubber. That's what I wanted. But yeah, guys, let me know what you've been up to and fun stuff like that. Like, honestly, like I say, it's a bit crazy what happened, but there you go. I had a bit of lovely cake today with my dinner as well, so yeah. So, but yeah, that's other than that, I've been fine. tomorrow, guys, the new Digimon Cyber Sleuth game will be coming out, and you know, guess who's pre-ordered it and will be coming to his home tomorrow? Me. It's coming to my house, and obviously I won't get to play it straight away because as soon as I get home and have my dinner and that, I'll be going straight off to D&D. I might be able to get like a couple of minutes in beforehand, but that's only if I don't get this page done tonight. Because if I don't get this page done tonight, I probably will have to end up, you know, cracking on with this, or to be honest, I'll probably end up cracking on with it either way. So yeah. Anyways, like I say, I hope you guys are doing well today. Please look after yourselves. Don't do what Vamp does. Don't go anywhere dehydrated. Make sure you are hydrated. Definitely drink some water or something equally as hydrating. You know, so yeah, Vamp was a silly biddy today. So yeah, just don't do what I do. Basically, don't do what Vamp does. You know. Because the thing is, like, I felt fine, though. That was the weirdest part. Like, I felt fine until, like, the very last moment. I just went, boom. And that was it. I was out for the count. So, that was a bit mental, cheery-oriental. Not gonna lie. It did get a few people worried, though. And they did check if I was all right. And it was like, that's okay, I'm fine. And that was quite nice about the Masons as well. It was just like, they all made sure I was okay, bless them. One of them was actually a first aider, thank God. So yeah, it was my previous works for Master, thank God. Yeah, other than that, it was mental. No, I'm not gonna lie, it was a bit on the mental side. That one happened, you know. So, but other than that, yeah, like I'm been fine. So you know, like I say, if you are worried, I am okay. Okay, I'm getting checked up just to make sure. But I honestly believe like it was probably a bit of a mixture of overheating, stress and stuff like that. Because I did have a bit of a stressful day at work. I'm not gonna lie. Or at the office, I should say. But other than that, like I'm utterly fine. So, like I say, I'm getting checked over just in case, you know. But yeah, but other than that, like I say, absolutely fine and raring to go. So, but yeah, can't believe that happened though. Like crazy, because the last time this happened was about like I say, when I hit the head of my mother-in-law about like 4 years ago. Cracked the wall, and that was when I was severely overweight. Admittedly, I was about like 20 stone, I think, or something like that, which is very overweight for someone my size. And yeah, I'm getting there. I'm slowly, because I think I'm now like I'm 17. I think I'm like 17, 79, roughly. So hopefully, my goal is to hit like 17 and then hit like 16. Because my first goal was to hit 18. Now it's like I think like my secondary goal. Like I'm not as rushy to get to it, but you know, because I'm at a lot more healthier place now. But my next one's gonna try and hit like 16 or something, and then we'll go from there, like roughly. See how it pans out. But yeah, so and sometimes like you know that was the thing that actually gave me the health scare to make me lose weight was the what was that like when I that one when I was down at my mother-in-law's house, because to be honest, I'm not gonna lie, I felt that was the end for me. Like I didn't like, my face was like, what the fuck? And I was like, right, you know, like when you just need to sort your shit out. It was just like, yeah, I health wise, I need to sort it out. I can't, you know, just leave it, because otherwise I'm gonna end up paying for it one day, and it's gonna affect everybody around me. So yeah, that kind of that gave me the health scare I kind of needed, and I just went right, because luckily they didn't find anything wrong with me, but it was just like, the thing is, one day that could be the one time that is not okay, if you know what I mean. But last night I kind of know it was probably generally due to that. But like I say, I am going to get checked just in case, because you never know. But like I say, I generally like when you know your own body enough, like I think I'm fine. It is just literally that. Just got to make sure I stay like a bit better hydrated and manage my stress better and stuff like that. So yeah. But hey, sometimes I tell you got to do what you got to do, right? But yeah. But yeah, it was a bit crazy. It was a bit crazy. Like I said, it was a bit mad. Anyways. But anyways, guys, what have you been up to? Sorry, I'm just... you can tell I'm a bit out of it tonight. Like, I'm fine, like I say, it's just... I think it's just work snacking me a little bit. Even though I had, like... I'm not gonna lie, I had a super easy day. Like, it was kind of nice for a change to have, like, a really super easy day. Instead of me, like, panicking every 5 minutes going, oh, is this gonna happen? Am I gonna get this done? Am I gonna get this done? But yeah, but today was, like, it was really nice, chill, super easy, quite relaxed, if you know what I mean. Like it was pretty chill. I gotta like it was super chill. It was super chill. Like I say, I enjoyed it, admittedly. But yeah. Other than that, like I say, we got some art for art show and tell tonight, which is absolutely excellent. So guys, I was gonna say, if you you guys wanna kind of show off your artworks tonight, feel free to obviously do that. I'm going to just slam my Discord now on, just to sort of, you know, get you guys to give you a chance to get some artwork on there before it hits like 8 o'clock, and then we can do some art show and tell, and we can have a look at all your wonderful artworks that you guys have produced today, because there's nothing more lovelier than seeing other people's artwork. So, Pokemon community game. What's this about? I swear I've had this set up. Oh, that's why. Yeah. Okay. Cool. What's this? A Rallets. Do I want a Rallets? Yes, I do actually. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Okay. Boom. I want myself a Rallets. Do 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 do. There we go. Awesome. Okay, and then we'll get like the farming. Sort of. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to the new Digimon game. Like, I am so looking forward to the new Cyber Sleuth. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, now I'm getting it tomorrow because I pre-ordered it. It's like, I have to admit, right, guys, if I have like no clovers or something, would you like me to do like starting the game, like you guys watching it? Because I know like sometimes you like to see like me playing like games that maybe like others may not play, if you get what I mean. Like games like I'm particularly interested in, and you guys seem to like that a little bit. So if you want me to kind of do the start of the game with you guys, I am more than happy to do that, because it would be it's nice to kind of talk to you guys about it, like all my favorite little games that I play. Oh no, boo. No. That's rude. I wanted that Reddit. Why is it like all the Pokemon I actually really want is like, nah, you can't have it, mate. Can't have it, mate. Don't deserve it. It's like, you rude. Rude. Right, guys? Rude. Can I have a hashtag rude, please? Or FU for the Pokemon game community? Yeah. Yeah, got asked to have update that Vamp must be able to catch all Pokemon. No. Absolutely kidding. There we go. And then, so I'm just trying to figure out like bits, and I've just realized like I got to start doing stuff like this for the hand, because the hand obviously has like this sort of weird like gap bit, and then obviously if that finger's there, that means the claw's going to be coming out there, and then oh god. Oh guys, I'm going to be oh of course new Dun Dun Dun's out tonight. Or is Dun 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 done? Is that new Dun Dun season done yet? Like, if you want to correct me, guys, feel free to. Obviously, I'd love to know. Hold on, let me let me bump on the live draw chat. Just in case, like, Mo or Nim kind of swinging and, you know, watching me as per usual. You know. Gotta make sure, you know, you gotta make sure. Anyways, right, we've got first claw, got second claw. I think the last claw, should I make that like a bit more hidden? Like sort of like here, and then just sort of that, and then just do, yeah, because then that looks fine, doesn't it? Because it kind of looks like the hand positioning, doesn't it? I kind of like that vibe. But yeah, so guys, let me know. Like, is Dandadan finished? Yes, it has. Because would it be finished, or would it like? Do we have like one more episode before like season it finishes? Because it looks like we're reaching like the end of it. But yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. Obviously, I don't know if any more new season stuff coming out because I'm waiting for Fearing. I know I've just seen the trailer for the new Has Been Hotel season 2, so I'm pretty hyped for that. I'm not gonna lie, I am actually quite excited for the new Has Been Hotel season 2. It does look really good, so I can't wait to see like what the storyline brings. Like, it does look pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, like I am looking forward to it. I just want to make, but hopefully, sorry, just sort of doing this, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Obviously, it's kind of hinting at there's going to be obviously a fight between, I forgot what the TV guy's name's called, him and Alistair. Like, that's going to be quite an interesting fight. So, yeah, it looks pretty good, and obviously, you know, it looks like there might be a rebellion by the looks of it against Heaven. Looks like the TV guy's going to be inciting that. So yeah, just I'm to be honest, I'm looking forward to it. Like, it looks good. Hopefully, you know, this is cleaned up, like, because I know, like, I think for me, like, the first season was really good, but the problem with me is with the first season it has been, like, I felt it was a little rushed, if you get what I mean. I get that probably only had like so many episodes and stuff like that, but to me it felt a little rushed. Like I say, it could have been for like any number of reasons, because obviously they've only had their first season, and Amazon's probably like, look, you know, we're just gonna try it out because you're like indie and stuff, and we're not sure if you're gonna like hop off, if you know what I mean. But no, but now it's like, hopefully they're a bit more confident. I'm hoping for like a bit more episode. Boy, doing. Hello, JP. How you been? Welcome, T cultist. How you been? Or American branch T cultist. But no, how you been? By the way, all jokes aside. But yeah, I was just talking about like looking forward to watching like Dan and new season of that. Obviously, I'm looking forward to, like, I was actually asking, like, is there one more episode? Because I've got to the bit where the kind of like the alien girl kisses the dude. But yeah, been better, but easy. It is what it is. Oh god, it is what it is. You sounded a bit orky there, mate. You sure you're okay? Are you going a bit orky? Is it orky? Are you working today? I'm guessing, or are you free today? Are you free today? Do you want to jump on? Do you want to come and pick on me? Always on that grind, brother. Oh, on that grind. God damn it. JP, why are you working? Boo. Why are you adulting? Yeah, I was also saying we may have one more entry, because apparently this person's had internet problems, and I'm like trying to be nice enough and go, look, if you want to drop your artwork in there, we're more than happy to sort of, you know, I'm more than happy to enter it. as long as I get the photo, like proof, like what there is artwork, if you know what I mean. But once that is done, then yeah. But have you seen the one entry so far? By the way, JP, have you seen it? It looks really good, and I'm not just saying that because it's a Jess fan art. I'm not sure if you've seen it. It's on the entries bit. But yeah. Yeah, no, I'll show you it right now, actually. It's really good. Like, I'm waiting for the other one because it looks like they have got an entry. They just couldn't upload. But, the 10th anniversary, hold on, blah, 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 fan art story entries. This one's done by Midnight Cross. Yeah, this is really good. Like I love the fact this is actually a reference to the second volume cover. Like, I think this is actually like a bit of a reference. But yeah, I love the vibe of this. But we're probably gonna live score it because it's probably gonna only be 1 or 2 entries. So, or we'll probably do it like maybe before then. Like, I haven't decided if we score it on stream or not. But yeah, because I've actually got a system in place within the rules. Like, that's how I be scoring people's works. Yeah, it's really good. You love the effects, the expressions, it's nice. Yeah, exactly. And I can tell that is a reference to one of my other covers as well, which is absolutely phenomenal. But yeah, and it's quite nice because I was saying on one of my TikToks and stuff like that, it's like, it was such a shame, like, there was barely, like, before Midnight entered, like, there was barely any entries, like none at all. And I was like, I said to people, like, I've done this like really nice thing for the community where, you know, I've talked to AnimeCon UK and, you know, managed to actually like get like tickets for prizes and stuff like that. Because obviously it's the 10th year since the first book was published, and it's just, you know what I mean? I was just saying, yeah, it'd be a shame like that both prizes you'd be both giveaway instead of just like, you know, one of them for the artists and one of them for the community. Because I wanted to do something nice, big and nice for the community. But now it's like, yeah, it's there. So now what I'm probably going to do is advertise the shit out of the giveaway part of it and just go like, just come on the stream on Monday at the end, you know, make sure you stick around to the end of stream. All that fun stuff, and then the giveaway portion will do that. That's on like the 13th of October. So yeah, but yeah. So, but luckily we've had an entry, like, and I'm hoping there'll be a second, so then we can actually go. Yeah, there's like a first place to second place. But like I say, like, I think you might have seen it in the general chat. Like, they've literally they couldn't upload internet problems, and I just went, well, if you are having problems out your control, then I'm more than happy to enter the artwork as long as I can see proof that you have made progress. So, yeah. Personally, I think putting together reference. Yeah. JP, I have. Like, no, JP, I'm going to show you something, right? Right? JP, I'm going to show you something, right? On the 10th anniversary bit, right? VTS law for contests, right? And you got like a lot of Vamps art as well for this as well. So we've got like all the races they can choose from, all this, right? And then you got this rough document for the Vamp VTS RPG, which, to be honest, we're going to change a lot of it and make it its own system and not D&D, not D&D 5th edition compatible. Because I've looked at it and I just went, you know what? After everything D&D have done, I'm just like, I'm done with WotC. I'm not going to give him an inch. But yeah. But like, I've given a lot of lore because there was 2 ways of entering. You can make your own character as well. Like part of the contest is yeah, you can make your own character and lore and then and there's lore here for you guys to use. Yeah, like obviously this takes a little bit of loading, but as you can see here, like look, you got the main characters there. You got like Nikaya there. Obviously table contents, we'll ignore that. But yeah, there's like as you can see here, there's lore here, like Jaminio, and then you got like lore, like it's got like I think it's like 20 pages of stuff. So it's not like I've not given people stuff to use. Like I've made sure. If you go on Discord as well, there is a little thing I do have. If you go on to Vamp the Lost Soul Manga Chat, there is concept art. If you go onto the concept art, you've got, I know it's loading slowly, but you've got all this concept art here, like shit tons of concept art, and obviously that's a fan art that got dropped. But yeah, you got the main four here. Like, it's not like I don't put it there. I've actually explained in my videos. Like, I'm not even joking, dude. I've explained this. Like, everything you need is in here. See, JP, I came prepared. No, I did actually put that into actual consideration. Like, and that's why I made like the OC part of the contest as well. So you could enter like one or two ways. And that was the crazy part. And I thought like people would enter like the original character way, you know? So it wasn't like, you know, it wasn't like I actually made sure people had a very good chance of like, you know, getting creative or, you know, go by the books. You know what I mean? It was basically do it your way sort of thing. Have fun with it. That was my whole drive, which is crazy. I don't want a lily pup. Sorry, I just saw a Pokemon. It was like, Pokemon's available. It's like, do I want a lily pup? You're not saying you haven't pulled the stuff out, but I think... Yeah, true. Like, I guess I get what you're saying. But yeah, like I said, I did, and I think I did actually said I offered to help people with lore stuff as well. Like I said, like if you could DM me and stuff like that. Like apart from that one little thing you suggested, which I could have done, I pulled everything out to say, look, you could talk to me, you could do this, you could do that. If you want references, tell me, I'll give it to you. You know what I mean? Like I pulled all the fucking stops, but had no takers sadly. From what I've learned with the community management, you have to make it as easy as possible for anyone to interact. Yeah, exactly. I guess so. But it's just a bit like, I just thought I have made it really easy, if you know what I mean. But obviously I haven't. But yeah, but it is a learning curve because like, the thing is like the last art contest I did, I think it was like ancient Greek themed. And we had 10 people enter for that one. But yeah, I was just a bit shocked by it really. Like, you know, like I've offered as much as possible. Going, look, if you want details, if you want this, if you want that, like I actually told around like, dude, if you need anything, please let me know, and I'll happy to help you on it. But you know. What you gonna do? But like I say, I've done what I can. So it's not like you know, I tried. You know what I mean? Nothing saying you can't run another contest in the future. Oh no, I will do. I probably will do. But I just thought it was quite special, and yeah, I try to get community hyped because obviously we got the revamp, which as you see I'm working on today. And yeah, it's just, I think, to be honest, I think I'm just a bit more shocked than anything. And this is the thing, like, and this is me being brutally honest about myself. me and self-promotion is shit. Like, even though I try to make everything as easy as possible, I am not good at self-promoting. Like, I realize this is an absolute fucking weakness of mine. And, you know, there are things I probably could do, but I don't have, like, the time to do it. That's the problem. So hopefully, if things with Hoseki goes really well, that could change. And I could get, like, actually all the help I can absolutely need, if you know what I mean. Like, I'm going to be brutally honest. Like, self-promotion, I'm absolutely shit at. And, you know, as much as I try to understand, like, the fucking algorithm and everything, like, for me, personally, like, I'm shit. Like, there's no going around it. Like, I know I'm shit. Like, I know full well I'm shit at it. And I accept I'm shit at it, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, if like I say, things with Hoseki go well and they do acquire VTLS fully, because we could be having a meeting in a month's time to be under them completely. And I mean under them. The only downside is they'll be in charge of all my previous entries and that. And I was like, you know, they will sell my stuff on my behalf and that. But out of it, at least, I've already come up with 2 non-negotiables. They know what my non-negotiables are, which is literally complete creative control and majority copyright. They are my complete no-goes. They can't negotiate around that. Like, the percentage for the copyright, yes, but I must have majority, basically. Like, even if it's by 1%, I have majority. And complete creative control, so I can make sure if anyone makes any side stories or content around it, then from their office, then, or like TV programs or stuff like that, then I can personally, you know what I mean, turn around and say what they can and cannot do. I've said, like, I'm gonna pull an order, and I will literally be there to make sure that everything is good to go. As a sort of like executive producer or whatever, you know what I mean? So I've already, like, they already know what my non-negotiables are. I've already made sure of that, but I have actually put some bits down as well that can be negotiated, but must be doing it. Frankly, if you're talking about working with Hoseki, it makes me wish I haven't had a webcomic so I can pitch it to them. I mean, like, if you got an idea, talk to them. Like, seriously, like, it's not, it's another person you must contact, but NSF, if you talk to him on Discord and DM him, that's how Trix has got in as a social media help. Like Trix is like helping with social media, and she's trying to like help everybody, if you know what I mean. Sadly, it is volunteer for now, but once everything kicks off, obviously, like, yeah. So this up the top here could turn into from license to, yeah, I'm completely under them. But yeah. But like I said to people before, like, do not worry. Honestly, like, I've got the whole thing under control. Like I say, they haven't screwed me over or they haven't tried. So to me, that means they are trustworthy, but they do know I do have some conditions. They know what's coming with me. But in exchange, they will really help me. I think, like, one of the big things I would be asking for from them is helping with my social media. So basically, if you want to get your hands on the original volumes, they said I can sell them until they're gone. But it is a piece of VTLS history you might want to get your hands on now. I'm just saying, like just for that alone, like, you know, But what I am going to ask them, however, for preservative reasons, I would like them to still print the old versions, but make them print to order, so they've got a piece of VTLS history. That would be one of my big asks, but it'd be negotiable. The other negotiable thing will be, because obviously I said I want the fans to get like a free PDF of the revamp once it's out in the magazine. And I know that's going to come with caveats because they want to do it like, I think like a discount code, but I said, no, is there any chance we could do it for free? But in exchange, we can do, still waiting on reasonable US pricing. Yeah. It's like JP, we've got the giveaway. If you want to do the giveaway, I mean, I know you won't be able to come to the con, but you get free books out of it. Like, seriously, like, I'll be paying for postage and everything. So if you want to enter that, knock yourself out. And yeah, I have been, to be honest, I have been on Mixam's ass about that, by the way, about the shipping pricing. And like, you know, I was saying to them, like, even the other day, I said, look, you've got other printers around the world. Why aren't you making use of them? And then link it all together and then make it cheaper for like customers like you. Yeah. Look, JP, I'm giving you a way to get the books for free. If you win it. I'm just saying. You know, Vam has a point. Like, dude, I am more than happy for you to, like, obviously, yeah, you have to win it fair and square, but if you do, like, I'll be more than happy to send them to you. But yeah. Yeah, if you want the books, fucking, yeah, lock in, motherfucker. Bend over, lock in, and think of England. But all jokes aside, at least then you don't have to wait for the pricing to go reasonable. I have said till then, I've actually said to people till then, actually, there's a thing I've said to them, and I went, if you don't want to wait for reasonable pricing, what I can do is look up on Royal Mail, because I've still got the copies next to me. I've still got a ton. So if you want to buy them directly from me, we can talk. And, yeah. But I will be speaking to Oseki, like, to see if they can do that for preservative sake, or, like, you know, at least, like, be able to have them as PDFs first before, like, you know, they can do print to order with the books. Like, I have come up with ideas, like, how to sort of help everybody on that front, if you know what I mean. You know, like I said to them, I want to look after my fans because I know I am nothing without them, and we need to make sure we remember that. And I think they do. I think they will, because at the end of the day, we're all creators ourselves, and I'm very certain that our new leader, our new overlord, he would feel the same way as well. So, like I say, I've got big hopes for Hoseki, personally, you know, because they've treated me okay, you know, and I don't see why, like I say, yeah, we might have to compromise on a few things, like the free PDFs for the fans, but it would be nice to kind of give those fans a chance to just own it, if you know what I mean. You know, because I don't know. I know I put the work into it, and it's going to sound really stupid, but I don't want people paying twice for the same story, even though I've added extra content, upgraded the artwork, and, you know, I put all this wonderful work in, but still, it's just for me, for my own sake, it's just, I would just rather, like, go, look, you know, I've improved, here's what I've done, if you know what I mean. I don't know, like, is that stupid of me to feel that way? Or is it, like, legit, do I feel legitimately, like, in my right mind to sort of feel that way, if you know what I mean. Because, like, I think for me, is the state of gaming recently. Like, personally for me, I think it's because of the state of gaming. I've kind of looked at it and gone, I do not want to turn out like any of these fuckers that screw over their people, charge extra for their, like, older games and stuff like that. Like even if they revamped it and upgrade everything, it's just, for me, it just feels, I don't know, I feel like I'm kind of locking people out, if you know what I mean. And it sucks for paying for the same game, like, for me, I think like the only excusable, thing is Final Fantasy VII Remake. However, I do think they should have made it a 3-disc game and done it at, like, I would have easily paid like 70, 75 for 3 discs of the whole game. Like, when I think back about it, like, don't get me wrong, I love Rebirth. I'm a big FF7 fan. I think Rebirth is a very big love letter to the old ones while doing something new with the story instead of being a straight up remake. Like, I kind of like the vibe, as long as they don't ruin it by the last game. But I don't know. I think for me, it's just, I think that's that feeling for me. It's like, I think like Nintendo got like classic games on there and they're charging like the same amount. It's like when they were trying to up their price for the Switch 2, and it's like, dude, what are you doing? Like, you are making your fans really angry, and then, it's like almost Nintendo want to lose their fan base, if you know what I mean. That's how it comes across. It's like they want to lose, if you know what I mean. Like, they almost want to have a downfall, and it's like, what the fuck do you think you're doing? It's like even just attacking Power World alone. I'm sorry, but and this is going to be a hot take, and I know Pokemon fans are going to hate me because I'm a Pokemon fan, but I have to be self-aware enough to be honest. Like, if you're that confident in your product, why are you attacking Power World? Like, even I'm sitting there going, you are attacking Power World for no other reason than, video games are so all over the place these days. You got to look at the good stuff and just ignore anything that makes you angry. Yeah, no, I get that, JP. I get that. But I have actually gotten to the point with Nintendo that I'm even turning around going, because of the bricking consoles, because of everything they're doing, I'm just going to turn my back on them. Like, straight up, I'm really thinking of just turning my back on Nintendo and Pokemon and just go, I had fun with it while it last, but now, like, I'm moving on to other games. Or, like literally, I've gone back to Digimon because of that. Like, I've got the new Cyber Sleuth game, which looks really good. That's coming tomorrow, and I pre-ordered. I want to support like games that are creative and really good, like Expedition 36. I want to get my hands on that. Black Myth Wukong. I want to get my hands on that. Yeah, Nintendo are simply awful. Modern games are better, way better. It's not just that, but it's just like, look at the, like, I wish this game got Game of the Year. Space Marine 2, right? I am not kidding you. If you look how they did their business, look how they did their business. They are very community focused. They listen to their people. I know they've guffed a few times, but they always listen to their fans. They take the feedback and get better. They actually go, okay, yeah, we fucked that up, so let's fix this. Or they turn around and go, we want, I don't know, for example, we want like this. And they go, no, yeah. Yeah, new Digimon's really good. He's been showing me, like, from the TCG that I have to admit some of the designs are sick as hell. Yeah, they are. They are. And can I just say, I play Digimon Survive. I'm going on my second playthrough because you can unlock an alternative ending. Digimon's darker as well. Like, I'm not, like, doing it for the edge, but I like the mature storytelling of Digimon. And I think it's way more better. Don't get me wrong. Pokemon have got some good storytelling at times, but Digimon storytelling, I have noticed, do deal with, like, mature themes way better than Pokemon will ever do. I think what's happened is Pokemon has gotten too comfortable for their own good. And personally, in my opinion, that if Pokemon carry on and Nintendo and Game Freak, they carry on the way they are going to risk such a catastrophic... Sorry. It's English, James. Vamp. Catastrophic fall. Like, they're never going to recover from it. Shadow Sephiroth. Yeah, Sephiroth is one of my favorites. But yeah, like the storytelling I know from Digimon is, to be honest, like, yeah, some of it is still a bit goofy because it's, you know, it's still a monster catching game ish by the end of the day. But some of the story is really good. Like Cyber Sleuth 1 was really good. Hacker's Memories was really good, and it's just, I don't know. I just feel like they give their story, their IP a lot more respect, because I think Digimon, compared to Pokemon, understand they've got a children audience. They have an adult audience from back in the day. And Digimon Survive is the love letter to like the older audience, because it's like darker, if you know what I mean. It's definitely a story for adults. You got themes of characters that Pokemon would never do. You know, you've got like a overprotective brother, but it's like not even done in a comical way, but it's done in a dark way where you see the impact on the characters. You got that. You got like, you know, the guy who obviously has a father that is not abusive in the traditional sense, but abusive as in like, oh, you know, like Japanese families go, oh, you know, why are you such a failure? All that, you know, why are you not acting like an adult? And like, the characters in the game break fucking down, like utter breakdown. And that's what I mean, like and it's done really well. Like the storytelling of it is done really well. You know, like if you give Digimon one thing, they are very good at their storytelling when they need to be. But you know, like it has its flaws, but oh my god, it does treat mature subjects, and it doesn't treat the audience like they're fucking idiots. And I think Pokemon can be honestly a little guilty of that sometimes. But yeah, like I like the writing of most of their stuff. But yeah, so you got that. I reckon, like I said, sorry, go back to the subject because that's going off. If Pokemon keep acting the way they are and people keep walking away from them like they are now, I reckon Digimon and Power World are gonna overlap them, like straight up. Like I do think straight up they are going to overlap them, and Pokemon will only have themselves to blame. They will try and blame everyone but themselves, but they will only have themselves to blame, and they will lose total relevance. And I think Sonic will pick up again. Because look at Sonic, the new Sonic Racer game. A lot of people love it. Like, apparently it's good. Like, it's not, like, amazing, but it's good. And people are jumping on that game because it's like, well, this game is actually fun compared to, like, the shambles that is Mario Kart World. You know, it's the game that Mario Kart should have been, the new one. And that's what I've been hearing. And oh my god. You know, I just think like a lot of the stuff is still gonna overlap them, and I think like Sega's gonna have their time in the sun again. Because you look at how Sega have mostly treated their fans. I mean, they brought on one of the modders that made one of the Sonic fan games, 2D Sonic fan games, to do Sonic Mania. They brought him on to do Sonic Mania, and I have to admit, that has been one of the best Sonic games I have played in a long time. And that was made by a fan and his team. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like I think we're going to see a big shift in gaming soon. It's like, and I think people are realizing that this is going to be such a hot take, I think. Like, don't get me wrong. Inclusivity in gaming, yes, I think there should be room for that. However, and I say however, it must adapt to the story of the game for a reason, if you know what I mean. Or it's part of the world, if you know what I mean. It's got to... And this is what I've said about writing in general as well. When you're storytelling, it has to just fit. It has to feel natural. It has to come out naturally. Forcing stuff, people will just go, yeah, see you later, mate. I'm going to do my own thing, if you know what I mean. Like, you know, thank you, but no thank you. And I think we've reached that stage where people just want to have a story. They don't want messaging. They don't want stuff being force-fed down their throats. And I think people are just ready for a story to be told. No crazy messaging, no shoving things down people's throats. Just good storytelling, good gameplay, and that's across all medias as well. Just good storytelling, good gameplay, good everything. You know, like I say, I think people are now ready to kind of have that conversation of, yo, when that line is drawn, how much can we actually put it in before it becomes more about the messaging than the story or the game or the music, if you know what I mean. But that's my take on it. And I think a lot of people are just getting sick and tired and just want to go back to fun. I want to go back to fun, you know what I mean? Yeah, I don't want to go back to, shitness, basically. Wah. But that's just my opinion, though. Like, people can feel the right to disagree with me. But yeah, I just think people are just ready for it now. We're just done with it, personally. Ooh. The wild Mrs. Vamp has appeared, guys. The majestic creature. Yeah. Anyways, guys, it is literally 9 minutes left to art show and tell. So if you've got any artwork to show off, feel free to. Honestly, we'll do a bit of an art show and tell today. Right. So now we got to put lighting in now. I did a bit of a whoopsie doopsie. I didn't put the dark shadows in. No, I don't have to, because I could do that. Yeah, because I need to colour first anyways. Sorry, I overthought. But, JP, I overthunk again. Whoops. I've got to start overthinking. Bad for my brain cells, or what's left of it anyways, after what happened. But yeah. There we go. And then just sort of do that. So I'm just trying to do that. And then just make that smaller and just sort of... Yeah, so... I don't know, like, what do you think, JP? Like, do you think people are ready to go back to fun? People, like, you just want to boot up a game and, kind of lose yourself in the moment. Like we used to back in the day. They have all this, like, messaging and... we just want to, boys just want to have fun. Boys just want to have fun. But yeah. I don't know. I think I'm maybe projecting myself a little, but, you never know. What do you think, guys? Let me know. Do you agree or disagree with me? I'd like to know. Right, so we spray can that, do that. I think the light has to come from this side again. So if we do it like this and just sort of, just render this a little bit, I think. And then just sort of, that's it. Then, because what I'm doing is, because it's Magi, I don't want to give it like a solid form, but I want to make it like 3D enough so you can see there's actually a body form. So like that, and then Make it bigger, just sort of a bit bigger, just sort of, that's it. And then let's make that smaller again. I feel like it's hardly an issue just being preachy. It's just good writing versus bad writing. I think yay and nay. Like, yeah, there is good writing and bad writing, but I think, like, personally, there is an argument to be made of, yeah, it can come down just to good, bad writing, but at the same time, like, game is usually better for having a mess. Yeah. And 9 times out of 10, I would agree. But it's got a, I think the wording I'm looking for, it's got to feel part of the story, if you get what I mean. The messaging has to be a part of it. I mean, this is why, what was it? Biker Mice from Mars. Like, I know it's such an old cartoon. I think did so well because yes, it had messaging and theming. However, I felt like they did it better because it was fitting with the world of the story. Like, I think that's the vibe I'm going for. A game is usually I already read that, but yeah, but that's what I mean is like, you know, if you look at that, for example, yes, it's a children's cartoon, but if you look at the way they wrote the characters and stuff, like, it's way better than what you get out of most stuff. I think a lot of people are more talking about, like, Force, because me and Mutt Bear were talking about this, and even he says, like, as someone who's on the other team, he does feel like some of it can be quite forced. You know, and we were talking about like a good example and a bad example straight from the same series. If you look at, like, you know, what's it called? Is it She-Ra? What's an example of a game that does it wrong recently? Spider-Man 2. I will give an example. So Spider-Man 2, I felt like the problem is they could have had a big opportunity for Miles and Peter to work together. And it became the Miles show, and I felt Peter was almost the damsel in distress. That's the vibe I got from it. And it wasn't really like that, because even in the comics, like, yeah, he died, blah, 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 but when Peter came back, he tutored him. They worked together. Yeah, they had their little differences, and he did treat him like a kid at times, but they still were partners. And it's a shame, because they could have done that in a way where they did work together, or they figure out how to be Venom together and stuff like that. But to me, it came across as Pete being weak as shit, and then Miles just took over. If you know what I mean. Like, it came like that, and it was just such... The writing was really bad. I felt like a lot of the Mary Jane stuff was really forced. Like, you know, it was because... I don't know, like... I just felt... It just felt... A lot of it felt forced. It was like the random graffiti sections of the game as well, with the Deaf Girl. And I get, though, yeah, it's representation, that's cool and all, but it just felt forced. It didn't feel natural to me, and that's how bad. Yeah, it was bad writing, story playing, but there was a lot of stuff I think they felt it was necessary to shove a message down my throat. Oh, look at this Deaf Girl, she's cool, blah blah blah. It's like, she could have had her own game, if you know what I mean. But yeah, it just, I don't know, a lot of stuff just felt like really forced, and I think that's how I can't really express. For me, it's hard to express sort of like things like that. But I just felt like they could have done it a lot better ways, and I mean just way better ways than what they did. But that's an example. Like, what's a good example? But yeah, like, even you read that. Yeah, like, that was just bad writing. But yeah, it was a mixture of bad writing, but I felt like they were forcing a message, but not making it natural to the story. If you get what I mean. Like, yeah, it was just badly implanted mechanic. Yeah, that as well. If those were fun, I would, yeah. And I think that's true as well in a sense. I think you've got a point there, but it's just I don't know. I think there is a lot of ideal grandstanding, and I think what makes me angry as well, instead of the devs taking it on the chin and go, yeah, look, we fucked up, we realised we'll do better. They double down and they just go, oh yeah, you're bigots because you didn't like this. It's like, no, we're not. We're complaining because it was bad. Yeah, we're complaining because it can be better. And there is a potential there to be better. Like, I see the potential. But they could have done it in a lot better way. Like I said, like I would love actually to see a dev character to get like their own gaming mechanics and have their own game with good writing, good story, and like be a badass. Yeah, there is a few, but at the end of the day, JP, there are a few people like myself out there that do have general gripes with the game. And you know, I'm a fan of Spider, yeah, I'm a fan of Miles Morales, but I felt Insomniac did both of them dirty because they made the game like the Miles show basically, and that left a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths. And the thing is, I could see like the potential of the game being like at the, you know, they're both badasses in their own way. They're both really well written. They both work together to save the day. You know, they both have their own problems. Like I wouldn't mind if Pete had weaknesses, if Miles had weaknesses as well. Do you see what I'm saying? Like that's the journey of the hero. It is like the journey of the hero story archetype done by since ancient Greek times. It's there. It's been timeless for a reason. Because if well done, a well-written story have those beat elements. You have the rise of the hero, you have the fall, and then you have the, you know, they realize their lesson and they become back triumphant. And I think that's what I mean. And I think it just rubs a lot of people off. And people who haven't encountered Miles Morales before now hate him because of that game. And that's a really big shame because I've read the comics with Miles in it and I love the way Miles was depicted. He wasn't a Black Peter Parker. He was his own character, and I loved him. The Dabes ain't doubling down someone against like you. Yeah, exactly. And it's like I said, like I'm a fan. Yeah, ads. All right, cool. We'll go do art show and tell. Okay. Yeah. So once the ads go, we'll do art show and tell. But we'll carry on this conversation with JP. It's like I'll tell you what's a good example though of a game that I actually liked, and I know I'm going to get shit for it because it's Harry Potter. But Hogwarts Legacy was fucking brilliant, and they had it's recent really with the times because I don't think you really had like people who went through the transformation fully, but there was a trans character that ran the pub, but they was so written in a way, it was so natural. Like I like the character. You know what I mean? I was like, actually, I like this character. This character's pretty cool. You know, that was well written, and I liked the way that was done because it felt part of the world, if you know what I mean. It didn't get in your face about it, and she's such a minor character as well. But at the same time, it's like, actually, that's pretty well done. Like I actually liked Hogwarts Legacy. It's a good fucking game. Despite, you know, I know it's J.K. Rowling. I know views on things and stuff like that. I don't agree with her on it. But overall, like, it's a good game. Like, we're back. Welcome back. Right, we'll do art show and tell. But I'm going to give, as I get the artworks up, I'll tell you a good example with diversity in gaming, and it was well written. And even though it's a character with a minor role, Hogwarts Legacy and the trans character run the pub, I actually liked her, and she felt natural to the world. I actually liked her as a character. I thought like the character was absolutely well written, and even though it was a minor role, you know what I mean. Like I have a balanced point of view on things. You know what I mean. Like I will give it a chance as long as it's good. But if as soon as you kind of get preachy and write badly because you're getting preachy, that's when I start having problems. Like it doesn't matter what message it is. It doesn't matter if it's left or right, which I don't believe in. It's a load of shit. It's a concept made by the government to make you hate on each other. But yeah, overall, it's, you know what I mean. I just like good writing. That's what I like. I like good writing. I like good story, and I like good art, and that's what I like. You know, this is probably why I hate like the quote-unquote modern art so much, where you stick a banana on a fucking wall, because I'm just like, dude, fuck off. No, that's not art. You didn't put any effort and heart into it. Go away. Right, so last time we had a look at art. We looked at a few of Krem's artworks, and this lovely little model here. We're going to start off with Krem's artwork. As you can see here, lovely, lovely character. Yeah, exactly. It is. Well, I wouldn't say. Well, it probably is a brave stance, really, because it's me going, fuck bias, fuck politics, fuck religion, fuck messaging. I just want a good game and a good story. I don't care. I will criticize anything under the sun if it means it gets better and people are willing to listen. But I'm not going to go, you're shit, you're woke, all this and that. I will turn around and go, this was good writing, this was bad writing. Yeah? You're pushing the message too hard on this and making it feel unnatural to the story, which can make games and stories shit. I'm sorry. But it's like me trying to push the anti-AI agenda on VTLS when it has nothing to do with VTLS. That's just shit writing, mate. Line this art. It looks good. Like, I like this. Krem's got something nice going on here. We have got some... All right. So, JP, you said something here. Try and design D&D minor villain, struggling with elements, looking for... he will never look at references. No, I would never look at them. Let's have a look. I'm definitely getting some chaos vibes. I'll tell you what, a little bit of advice from me. If you want minors, like minor villain roles, if you're going to uniform it with your main villain, example, as much as I don't like the game, Final Fantasy 12 with the judges, because you got like one main judge and then you got all the other judges. Have a look at them. See what their design concept is, because I think you've got a vibe going on here. And then look at like, I know you know Warhammer and Warhammer Fantasy, but like the Chaos like champion, what they got compared to what the minor like lieutenants have. But yeah, other than that, I kind of go in between this design and this design. If you could fuse these two together, it will look really good. And then we got some artwork from Shane here. I don't know what to make of this. Like, I like it, don't get me wrong. But it's abstract, I think. In my head, like, that's not abstract, but that feels quite abstract. I'm guessing, like, it's like some sort of creature. And you got this. This is quite... It's quite dark, but heartwarming at the same time. I don't know if because maybe the heart's there, but it's got this like creepy, heartwarming element to it. And I just love the lighting detail. I think the only criticism I would say to help Shay further is if they make the heart glow just a little bit, just to give it where the light source is coming from. Unless like light source is like a mirror or something, I don't know. But it looks good other than that. Like, it looks really lovely. Anyways. The color choices, yeah, color choices are fantastic. I prefer the bottom one than the top one. Top one looks good, but the second one just looks really nicely done and painted. But anyways, yeah. So anyways, JP, I was saying, like I say, example for me for a good written character in gaming that's diverse is Hogwarts Legacy. Yes, it's a minor character, but it's the innkeeper lady who's trans. I think she was well written, and she felt natural to the world. And you know, her vibe, you know, without her going, she's trans, you just go, oh, cool, she's trans. Like, you could tell by looking at her, if you know what I mean. And they're not shoving it in your face and going, oh yeah, I'm this, I'm that. It's like, no, she's like they didn't do that with her, which I'm so happy they didn't do it. And they just let her be her own character instead of the thing she is being her thing. And that I liked. Very well written. And that's what I mean. Like I say, I am open to diversity, but it has to be well written, or it has to be part of the world enough to sort of make sense, if you know what I mean. And that's why I think this is why I kind of write VTLS in like sort of like, you know, way I did it like in the modern world, in our world, but with fantasy elements, because I can make that then naturally a part of the world, and I can actually put some core lore bits in there and stuff like that, like werewolves through evolution don't lose control unless they're bitten ones. Like natural born werewolves don't lose control. Bitten ones do lose control. Because, you know, it's more like a virus than it's like a virus basically. They can control it over time, but it's just, well, not completely, but they can control it mostly over time. But other than that, like, yeah, good luck. But yeah, this is what I mean. Like a lot of people go, well, you're a harsh fan, blah blah blah. And it's like, no, I'm not being harsh. I'm just being honest. I say how I feel about things. Like She-Ra, I loved the new series. Like, it was well written. The most of the cast was written brilliant. Yeah, they did kind of ship capture and thing at the end, but I think the way they did it was very, like, you could see it coming from a mile. Let's put it like this: it felt natural. It felt like it had its own pace, and again, it was more about the story than actually about the messaging, which is cool, which I liked. You know what I mean? But yeah, but like I said, like, for me, it is just give me a good fucking story in game, and I'll play it. I'll listen to it. I'll give your story a chance. You know what I mean? You know, and that's all I want. That's all I want. You know what I mean? Something to bite my teeth into, and once I bite into it, I'm like, dude, this is good. That's why I like 40k lore. I may not like Games Workshop, but I love 40k lore because the story is good. It's a shame about Games Workshop. That's why I want to make like VTS TGRPG. Because actually, I'm going to read something to you, JP, that I put in there. I'm not sure if you looked it up. I'm going to read it to you. Because it's my... I've actually, in the rule book, I did what Matt Mercer did in his Tal'Dorei book. And written a letter to the people. Where's my references? Normal chat. Oh no, I've got it here.